Right. Gotta make sure everything's working. Looks like it is. All right. Drink of water real quick. Let's go. All right. Hopefully it's not too laggy. I don't think it is. I was trying to test it off stream, but it doesn't seem to care off stream, so. YouTube yelling at me apparently. I don't know why. So hope that it gets back to normal, I guess. I fixed the setting what YouTube was saying, but all right. Actually went better than I was expecting. Everything seems to be working. Just refresh YouTube real quick. Not being sent often enough. Oh, it switched to the wrong encoder. Oh, dang it. I can't change it while streaming. It's always annoying. I changed the setting, but no idea if I don't know anything about the settings for this, so alright. I'll have to deal with it later. I think it'll fix itself too, though. Looks like right now it's just the issue of the encoder being wrong. So hopefully my CPU does fine with this. Usually does. But YouTube is not happy. Did I bring it down at all? Looks like everything's still up. Always fun trying things live. Let's do test message in Twitch chat. All right. What about YouTube? Okay, so now I know those work. I guess I can do it in the other chats just to make sure. Not all the chats are working. All right. I'm just going to continue what I was doing then. I'll just have to remember to check every once in a while. Yeah, see, it works that way. It doesn't seem to want to send or receive messages, though. Hey, Jay. Just trying out some, what do they call it? Multicasting, I guess, technically is the right word for that. I have to put that in. There's a lot to manage, though. I don't think I'll do 4 every night. Maybe just 2. Just Twitch and YouTube, maybe. Those are the most fleshed out ones, so. That's if I keep doing this. With the multi-streams. How are you, Jay? How's it been? I'm sure a lot of travel. A lot of stuff to do. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I need to watch Airbender too. Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. I need to watch that. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. We got Final Fantasy coming out. That's what I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna play for not tonight, but Thursday till Monday until I beat it. Don't actually know how long it is. I'm sure it's upwards of 40 hours. So that will be fun. Yeah, so we're gonna switch on over. Gonna build another deck for cards that just came out, or not haven't come out, but they did announce the drop, and I pre-ordered them, and I think they come in January, July, something like that. Not January, June, July. And so we're gonna look up the commander. I've been liking this site that I've been using to find other cards. This seems like a pretty reliable place. Cast a spell during your opponent's turn, and only during combat. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to you and planeswalkers you control. Untap all attacking creatures and goad them. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Oh, that sounds kind of interesting. Kind of chaotic too. I'll put it in here. Not an expensive card. Let's see. I already have an Angels deck. I don't know if I want to put another Angel. I kind of like the giant idea. So I think I'll leave those alone for now. If a giant source would control, if a giant source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double the damage to that permanent or player instead. Okay. Calamity Bearer. Ooh, I own that. Nice. Destroy all non-giant creatures. And then Vigilance. Realm Cloaked Giant. Cast off. What was it called? Reckless Might. I like the card. I like how it looks too. Whenever a creature, planeswalker, an opponent controls is dealt excess damage if a giant, wizard, or spell you controlled dealt damage to it this turn, draw a card. So if it's bigger than... Interesting. What was it called? I own that too. Okay. I like that I'm adding cards that I own. Sun Titan. Vigilance. Whenever Sun Titan enters the battlefield or attacks, you may return target permanent card with mana value of 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. With a mana value 3 or less. That's 3 or less, technically. Sun Titan. I thought I owned that one, but apparently I don't. Let's go. Types. Vigilance. Search your library for an equipment card and put it onto the battlefield. Attach it to a creature you control. Then you shuffle your library. Stone Heaver. Hewer. Whenever a samurai or warrior control attacks alone, untap it. If it's the first combat phase of the turn, there is an additional combat. That's a maybe. That's a strong maybe, but it's not a... It is human, so it follows the type of the commander at least. With the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. As long as you control a giant, you may cast this card from the library or from the graveyard by paying blue rather than paying its mana cost. If you cast this way, and it would be put in the graveyard, exile it instead. Glimpse the chaos. Glimpse the cosmos. I own that too. Nice. Open the armory. Search your library for an aura or an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Open armor. Open the armory. Whenever you cast an aura, enchantment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. I'm considering that one. That one? Yeah. Swiftfoot boots. Borrow's Charm. Choose one. Borrow's Charm deals 4 damage to a target player or pains a planeswalker. For a minute you control, gain indestructible until end of turn. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. Okay, so I want Swords of Plowshare. And I want Path to Exile. Specifically, I want Path of Exile. I want this one. I like how it looks. And it goes kind of with the theme. Indian Assault Suit. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and its haste, can't attack you. Planeswalkers you control and can't be sacrificed. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have the player gain control of equipped creature until end of turn. If you do, untap it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Assault Suit is kind of cool. So it's equipped. It has haste, can't attack you or planeswalkers you control, and can't be sacrificed. That's really cool in like a actual 4-player game. Two-handed axe. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Whenever equipped creature attacks, double its power until end of turn. So it's kind of like double strike, except for it just doesn't count as first strike. Flash indestructible. When this card enters the battlefield, attach it to a target legendary creature you control. Equipped creature has indestructible. Mithril? Mithril coat. The creature gets a +3/+0 and has trample and lifelink. Yes, please. Oh, I actually have that. Interesting. Chaos Warp. Their owner of a target permanent shuffles it into their library, then reveals the top card of the library. If it's a permanent card, they put that onto the field. Chaos Warp. I own one of those too, apparently. Grand Power Suit. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each aura and equipment attached to it. And it's word 2. Yes. Was it Duran what? Power. Power Suit. Okay, there's some creatures. Let's do utility artifacts. There's a lot of those. This deck's gonna be heavy on the equipment. See, equipped creature gets +4/+0. Search either for a red or white instant card with converted mana for or less without paying its mana cost. Oh wow. Sort of the Animus, so +1/+1. When a equipped creature attacks, you may search your library for a basic land. Oh. I do like the Black Blade Reforged. I think I have one that I can use. It's like a nice one. I'll have to look though. Creature gets +1/+1 and has trample and lifelink. Permanents you control, your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Shadow Spear. That's kind of nutty. Equipped creature gets +10/+10 and loses flying. But it costs 8 to equip. I mean, there's a reason you get +10/+10, so whenever this card or another equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach that equipment to target creature you control. Hammer of Nazan. Colossus Hammer. Oh, that's not a bad priced card either. It's hard to play. You gotta get 8 mana to play it, so. Equipped creature has flying and ward 4. Winged Boots. Indestructible. Okay, gives it indestructible. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from black and green. Whenever Equipped creature deals combat damage to a player. That player discards a card and you untap all your lands you control. Okay. That's why it's a $35 card. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. You may play an additional land this turn. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a planeswalker or player, create that many treasure tokens. Treasure tokens do mana, right? What was it called? Reverse Cleaver. Ooh. Trailblazers boots is kind of cool. Makes them indestructible, or makes them unblockable unless you have no non-basic land. So it's unblockable as long as the defending player controls a non-basic land. Wow. Why isn't that more expensive? Oh, Basilisk Collar is good too. How's that spelled? Basilisk Collar? Yeah, just enchantments. I'm already at $80. Whenever equipped creature attacks, destroy target permanent. I don't know if that's good, because if I run out of things to kill that they have, I have to kill a permanent, which would include mine. Whenever this enters the battlefield, attach it to a creature you control. Attached creature gets +2/+2, has flying, and then first strike. What was it? Oh, this one. And then equipped creature gets +2/+2 as long as you equipped creature is legendary. It has hexproof. Champion's Home. That seems pretty good. Whenever one more creature's attacks, you may have target attacking creature gain double strike. Until end of turn. Interesting. Enchant target creature gets a +1/+1 for each enchantment and artifact you control. All that glitters. That seems like a cool one, especially with how many artifacts and stuff I'm gonna have in this deck. It is one creature though. Duelists. How do you spell that? It's E. You cast a spell, you may draw on a card unless that player plays one. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller. Ghostly Prison is kind of cool. Oh, and there's this one for blue. It's more expensive apparently though. Why though? Let's go. Ghostly Prison. Commander creatures you control have whenever this creature attacks, it has double strike until end of turn. Rising of the Day. That seems kind of cool. They'll all get haste. And legendaries get a +1/+0. Whenever one or more creatures attack, this card deals damage to each of those creatures equal to the number of attacking creatures. Okay. What Rising of the Day? Just because I want to know. That might be good. I don't know. Let's go up to creatures. There's not a lot that are legendary that I think I'm going to put in here, though. Each creature you control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached to it. So I can either go with the giant idea. When Cyclone Summoner enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hands except giants, wizards, and lands. I think I'm gonna go with the giants thing. I like that. I need to move this to maybe. So Cyclone. Cyclone what? Summoner. Your opponents can't gain life. Okay. At the beginning of your upkeep, this card deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only if this card's on the battlefield or if this card is in your graveyard and you control a giant. What does Foretell do? Foretell was designed as a capturing a top-down omen. Maybe 2 and exile a card with Foretell from your hand face down. You may cast it on a later turn for its Foretell cost. telling is optional, so you can always just cast the spell as normal. Okay. But it's slightly cheaper. You do have to pay 2 on top of it, so I'm still gonna grab that one because doing 2 damage on the upkeep is crazy. Whenever equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. Equipment you control have equipped 0, as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. Other giant creatures you control get +2/+2 and have trample. Sunrise. I'm gonna try to go with giants and wizards. A lot of the cards are giant and wizard cards. Lizard blades could seem kind of cool though. And it's like a creature as well. That's throw that the maybe for now. Giant spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. It's a goblin, but it makes it easier to get giants out. Spells you cast a mana value 5 or greater cost 1 less and can't be countered. Jar YX. That seems kind of cool. Most of the giants are big costs. Bone Crusher Giant. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. Do I have that? Yeah, I think I do. I do. Whenever this card becomes the target of a spell, it deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. You may pay 0 rather than pay the equipment cost for the first equipment ability you activate each turn. That's pretty nice. Okay. Tectonic Giant. Whenever Tectonic Giant attacks or becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, choose one. Deals 3 damage to each opponent. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of turn. You may play that card. Tectonic. Trample. This card gets +4/+4 for each other giant you control. Borderland Behemoth. It's a cheap card too, gosh. Giant Shaman. When this card enters the field, it deals damage equal to the number of giants you control to each non-giant creature. Thundercloud Shaman. Yeah, I'm liking this giants idea. Draw 4 cards, then discard 2 cards. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, Tap target creature and opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. What was it called? Galvanic Giant. Whenever Frost Giant or Frost Titan becomes the target of a spell or ability, an opponent controls counter that spell or ability unless the person plays 2. This enters the battlefield or attacks tap target permanent. Doesn't untap during a controller's next untapped step. Frost Titan. Yeah, I'm good with these just the freaking giants here. When this card attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, this card deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to any target. If the sacrificed creature was a giant, it deals twice as much damage instead. Sacrifice to any target. I have to get things to bring back things too. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, it deals 3 damage divided by as you choose among 1, 2, or 3. Inferno Titan. Create a treasure token. It has reach. Sacrifice an artifact or land and draw a card. Grabby Giant. When this card comes into play, you may search your library for a giant card, reveal it, and then shuffle your library and put that card on top. Oh, a lifelink one? Double Strike and Vigilance. Whenever you cast a spell, put an experience counter. It gets a +1/+1 for each experience counter. It's that one, I believe. Yeah. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may search for any auras or equipments you control to target. You may attach. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm thinking I put this one in there. Giant Harbinger. As long as this card is malicious, it has a reach and can't block. Or can block an additional 99 creatures each combat. 100-handed one. Beginning of your combat on your turn, choose a kind of counter at random that it doesn't have on it from among flying, first strike, death touch, Hexproof, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, vigilance, and a +1/+1. Put a counter of that kind on this card. Okay. Crystalline. Giant. Vigilance, whenever this becomes a blocked by a creature, exile that creature. Oh, wow. Grasping Giant. When this card enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common. Mostly giants, so that's gonna be super fun. Giant Bard. Or Titan. Is the chosen type additional to? There's a battlefield or attacks, you may draw a card for each other creature you control that shares a type. If you do, discard a card. That's a interesting one. I'm gonna break my rule for that one since the name of it is also Titan. Vigilance, when it becomes monstrous, exile all artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, no, okay. Giant Wizard. When this card enters the battlefield, choose one. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, choose both instead. Deals 4 damage to any target. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one of them in your hand, the rest at the bottom of the library in a random order. I don't think I skipped that one. It's 28 creatures now. So, what do I need? I have a Soul Ring, got a command tower. Don't have a lot of it. I don't have any sorceries. I need to look at. Oh wow, it can be your commander. That's cool. I don't think I need a Reliquary Tower in this. Control 2 or more other lands. Wait, if you control 2 or more other lands, then it comes in tapped? That's interesting. to your mana pool. Blue and untap target legendary permanent. Do I want it? Yeah, probably Arcane Signet. Mystic. What was it called? Mystic. Monetary. Goes untapped, but it gives me all 3 colors. Exotic Orchard. That's an opponent. Path of Ancestry is good though. Is that one more expensive than that one? Is it just because of the plane cycling? Or the cycling? Because it's literally the same thing. Yeah, I already did Path of Ancestry because that'll be good using the Scry one. Evolving Wilds. Terramorphic. Expanse. So it's a lot of red, some blue, some white. So I need mountain. I need, what was it? Oh, island and plains. So I'm gonna give 8, 5, and 5 and see what. Gives me 23. So it gives me a little bit better of a spread, but still only have 27. Trying to see if I can I don't remember if I have any of these. I need white more, so I needed red and white. It's a $10 card. Sundown Pass. That's an expensive card, but oh. I just don't understand some of these. I need to scry one with that one. Temple of Triumph. I have a command tower already. I did that. Your landscape is a pretty good one. How do you spell it again? And then... oh, it's a bounce land. Secluded Courtyard. Actually, I have one of those. Since I have all giants, that'll make it easy. Oh, unclaimed territory too. I'm good on land now. I have 32 land. Steel Sharp Shaper's Gift. Each player chooses a creature they control, destroy the rest. Divine Reckoning. That's an interesting card. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control, then sacrifice the rest. Players can't cast creatures or planeswalker spells until the end of your next turn. Vandal Blast. Destroys just a single one, but if you overload it, oh, is that not additional? You have to pay 5 or 6 for that. If you don't pay the override cost, that spell will have a single target if you pay it. Doesn't target. It's overloaded. Determine the total cost of the spell. Start with the mana cost or alternative cost you're paying, such as the overload cost. Add any additional increases. Then apply it. The mana value of the spell is determined by only its. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, you can't pay the overload cost if you're paying it without paying its mana cost. Get some more. I think I want some more enchantments. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. War Storm. Is it Storm? War Storm? Yeah, Surge. How many am I at? I got 95. Giants grab enters the battlefield. Grasp. Gain control of target non-land permanent for as long as it remains on the battlefield. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of that creature, you copy that spell. Reflections of Littjara. Enchanted creature, as long as enchanted creature is white, it gains +1/+1 lifelink. As long as enchanted creature is blue, it gains +1/+1 and it's unblockable. You cast enchantment, aura, and equipment spells as though they had flash. Whenever it enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach it to a creature you control. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. Oh, I could have Ghostly Prison and Propaganda. And they'd have to pay 4. I kind of like that idea. How many auras do I have? 1, 2. Should probably put another aura in the deck. Each creature with the highest converted mana value has protection from all colors. Sound of Drums is interesting. And you can return it to your hand. Any for upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you may search your library for up to 3. Is that an expensive card? Yeah, $18 bucks. I think I'm gonna do the Sound of Drums. I have 2 maybes, so I'll probably switch some stuff out. That is pretty good. Lots of creatures. I have a decent amount of blue now, so I might have to. Oh no, I still produce a lot more blue than red. For comparative, it's 36 versus 20 and 29, 14, 18, and 12. Seems about decent right now. But I already have 4 of these cards and more of them. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 23 altogether. It's, oh, again, not an expensive deck. 155 bucks. I mean, it'll get expensive once the prices for the Secret Lair stuff is out, but not too bad. I don't have a lot of legendaries. Not enough to justify it, I don't think. Most of my creatures are not legendary. Would mean that they all have haste, but I'm okay. Same with the blades. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good one. And I'll get to be able to use it pretty quick since it's kind of cheap. I don't know what sleeve color I want to put them in now. So I gotta figure that out. I'm thinking yellow for some reason. Yeah, for some reason I want yellow. I already have yellow, but I think this would be another good one for yellow. I think that's all I'm gonna do tonight. Got to test out a few things. And some of the stuff I just don't understand with some of this, but that's fine. And we'll probably try it later. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be on Thursday streaming all weekend. So yeah, lots of stream going on those days, so come and check it out. I don't know if I'll be streaming everywhere, but I'll be streaming at least to Twitch and probably YouTube. So thank you guys, and see you guys on Thursday. Bye.